And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Jacob Lopez.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. And a foul ball. Just missing there. 2-2.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Swings and misses, and one gone.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. And that's a little bit high. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and the Astros put down in order. Astros are down quietly. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Colton Gordon.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. Did not go. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, base hit down the line. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at first with one gone. Next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Next pitch is inside, and a count 2-1. Slice to right, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner around second, around third. He'll score.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
One out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Here's a 2-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
2-2 count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Man at second. To the right side, Walker. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Got him.
Batting fifth.
And time now to
third
check out the
baseman,
A's lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. A's get one on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of the
for
inning.
Astros,
And here
the
is
designated
Yainer
hitter,
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
And there's a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Strike 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Digging in, Cam Smith. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's their first base runner of the game. And now it's Christian Walker. And downstairs. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Outside low, 2-1. A's leading by a run. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one almost got him.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Liner, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Vic Caratini at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Smith at second. Myers on at first with 2 down. On the ground. Down the line, and it's foul. That's inside. Full count, 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Smoked on the ground a second. Urias to first in time. Out number 3. So they strand a pair. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the Astros nothing. And we're back.
Leading
and now
off for
Nick
the
Kurtz.
First baseman,
This is kind of a tough
number
matchup
16.
as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is
Batting
getting
second.
ahead in the count.
Second
And as a
baseman,
pitcher, it really allows you to
Luis
start
Urias.
expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That one fouled off. That's off the mark, and the count's full. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on.
Oh, now a great stop. Gathers and throws. Pretty nice play there.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
On to the third inning. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit
Now
the ball
batting,
hard. You know,
shortstop,
line drives
Jeremy
won't always
Pena.
find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
To the batter now, Jeremy Pena. On the ground to the left, Wilson sends it across to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball
batting,
out of the
third
air,
baseman,
lets the defense
Isaac
work behind him with another
Paredes.
ground ball. Good execution.
And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Urias to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the
Bottom of the
A's.
inning, leading off
Center
Denzel
fielder,
Clark.
Denzel
We
Clark.
talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher
Now
and
batting,
catcher on the
the
same
right
page right now.
fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Ball to strike. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson now at the plate. Wilson having a really nice first season in the big leagues. Definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. Two outs. There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now here is Brent Rooker. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Activity in the Houston bullpen. Brian Abreu preparing to come on if needed. Okert, a left-hander, also throwing. 1-run game. The A's looking for some insurance. That missed by a lot. Full count now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Wilson on at second with 2 down.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
The other way, and it goes just foul. Man on second, 2 down. Goes down looking. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to inning number 4. It's the A's 1 and the Astros nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Altuve. Swings through that. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mason Miller appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Newcomb also getting ready. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's towards center. Clark under it. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Yainer
And here now is the
Diaz.
Astros cleanup hitter, Yainer Diaz. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. 2 down, nobody on. A changeup missing, and a count 2-1. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. And it is 2-1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Line drive. Clark makes a nice running catch. So the Astros lead 1. They still trail 1-0.
Now pitching for Houston.
Welcome back, and they turn to
Number
a new arm
48.
as we kick off the bottom of the 4th.
Steven Okert.
Okert.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Well, 1-run
Leading off
game.
for
Now the
the
left
A's,
fielder, Tyler
left fielder,
Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Two the count.
Hit weakly on the ground. Altuve fires over to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out
Third
front,
baseman,
rolled over on it.
Max
Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is
Now
an
batting,
excellent
number
base.
16.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Kurtz really thriving with the bat this season here at home. Two outs. On the ground to first. Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the A's 1 and the Astros nothing.
Pitching for the
Back
A's.
now, and on the mound,
Number
the closer,
19.
Mason Miller.
Mason
And we all know about a
Miller.
slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And the batter
Leading
now,
off for
Jake
Houston,
Myers.
Center fielder Jake
So
Myers.
important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And here's a slow roller. Urias on to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Victor Caratini.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Now batting, left fielder Mauricio
Singy,
Dubon.
that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You
Now
talk
running
about
at first for the
generating a
Astros.
ton of power in that swing. He
Number
did it with quick
67.
hands, good lower half, and
Cooper
just
Hummel.
unloaded on that ball.
Here's the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon. And misses
Inside, ball 2.
inside.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Man at first, 1 away. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And just 1 out remaining for Houston.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Astros down to their last out. So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. The shortstop takes a ball. Two outs. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Miller is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering is down low.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Isaac Paredes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Man, that was a pretty
Now
good
batting,
battle at the
third
plate, and I'll
baseman,
tell you, it
Isaac
feels pretty good as a
Paredes.
hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Mason Miller won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. Back in a minute. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's,
Number
Tyler
44.
Ferguson.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that'll do it. The A's claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
1-0 the final. The A's hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.